From Earth orbit on the rock to all of northern South America, this is Ray Hammershare.
And I'm Harold Hippuger in orbit on roll, but, Ray, I believe we're speaking to North America.
Well, the south of North America, that's what I meant to say.
And I'm Chump Threads with special greetings for our hard-working all-American ground crew putting us down at XM Satellite Central in Washington, D.C.
All right, Chump, my man for sports is Space, and I'm Bebop Lopo, baby, angel of the airwaves, spirit of enduring electricity. And I'm warming up my space hole tubes for you, honey. I'm sitting here in this revolving satellite of excitement, my eye in the sky on you from coast to coast. And the whole Radio.Now crew is whirling around up here today to prove to all my cats and cousins out there that everything you know is wrong about satellite radio.
I'll take over the narrative ball here, fellas. It's a little known fact that wireless communications have been around like bees in your brain for more than a century.
Since the dawn of rewritten history.
Right you are,
Yes.
Hal. According to my granddaughter's school book, she's been told that wireless transmission was invented by General Spaghettini the Clicker Macaroni in the romantic, left-leaning Italian town of Pizzo Electrico.
That school book is from Hunger, boys. The fact is it was written because he was hungry by Dr. Peter Savat of the Kapak Savat Parahistorical Institute of Copies available in the lobby.
All right, and being a professional broadcaster like I know I am, I can tell you that Dr. Savat's just been nominated by the Shadow President to head the Shadow Government's Department of Shadow Solar and Psychic Shadow Energy. So let's bring him in, all the way from his home in West Billville, Missouri.
Thank you, boys. In my latest book, Everything You Wanted to Know About Electricity and How to Get a Big Charge Out of It, I clearly demonstrate with carefully researched photography that the first truly wireless civilization in the world was the ancient Druids of India. Wow. Last year, with the aid of a shadow engrantment, I personally oversaw a secret excavation team which investigated the inexplicable discovery of hundreds of druidic mounds, consisting entirely of decomposed dry cell batteries, rusting in relative silence for over 200,000 years.
That's very hard to believe.
I bet Ray's granddaughter believes it.
From these battery mounds located in the vast Plain del Beljars near Platt outside Kathmandu came myriads of artifacts, but not one scrap, trace, shred, or fragment of wires. Wow. Thus, I proved inconclusively that prehistoric Druidic India was the first wireless society, batteries not included.
Well, how ironic it is that this secret...
Yeah, like so many ancient secrets of the ancients, Hal.
Yes, should be delayed for so many centuries.
Like a U.S. plus bonus check in my mouth or in the mail.
Yes, well, forcing the endless pre-industrial invasion...
What's up, man?
I've lost my place.
All right, let me take over.
Thumb on it
Hey,
like this.
I think we're talking about the invention of the wire.
Oh,
Hal.
yes, wire.
So let's take a look at that prehistoric film the AV squad spent all last week making right now.
This is George Tirebiter saying, welcome to Why Are We Here? And why are we here? Well, it's July 12th, 1843, in the insufferably swampy and inextricably stuffy Supreme Court chambers in Washington, D.C.
Is this the day we get to declare an undeclared war?
Take the senator away. He knows too much. No, we're here about wire.
Why
The
are
first-
we here?
Yes, the first transmission by wire from Baltimore, Maryland, directly from the talented fingers of Samuel F.B. Morose.
Morose, that's me, and I'm still waiting.
An inventor so poor he has to wait until night rates apply before sending his prehistoric message. And here's Chief Justice Redgeberg now.
Gentlemen, by a jiggered vote of 7-2.
That's a good score.
7-2. Yeah, this court decides in favor of declaring the time to be After 6 o'clock, night rates now apply.
Well, and the message should be coming in directly. Yes, it's coming through clear as a bell jar. Well,
What does it say?
yes.
Oh, gosh, Mr. Chief Justice Wrenchberg, sir, it says...
Dr. Morose, can you give us, Justices, your interpretation of the meaning, if any, of this so-called message?
Well, wait a minute. Mr. Chief Justice, I will. That's my job because it's my invention. This here is a telegraph message, see? I've spent whole 20 days down home in Arugula County interpreting such as these here random holes punched in a piece of paper such as this, and these here are embarrassingly pregnant with meaning, if you get my meaning, clear as a bell jargon.
I've heard that joke. Get on with it.
Well, Dash, and all this message could be about Dash. On the other hand, it could be about Dot, remember her, or it could be about Dish and Dat.
Well, that's good enough for this court. How
Operation
about 5 to 4? You like the
4 to
odds?
5. Make it 4 to
7 to
5.
9.
Half
past
six.
Recess. Thank you.
Indeed, dear friends, the message was about Dash and Dot. And what did those dots rock? The call of progress.
Yellow.
Yellow, that's a color. That's a silly way to answer my new invention. You have to say, who's there?
All righty then, boss. Who's there?
Where? Oh, you mean me? Well, this is Alexander Graham Crackerback Jocks Acme here. I'm the inventor of the phone company.
Oh, this is Watson.
And, what can I do for you?
Well, I don't really know, Mr. Acme. You're the only person I can call.
That's right. Because I have the only other phone. Monopoly. Wait a minute, I called you!
Oh, thank God. Because you see, Acme...
Thank Grid.
I've stumbled across the most frightful conspiracy.
Let's get you
A
drunk.
plot to ensnare the world in wiles and poles.
Sounds good.
To fill the homes of rich and poor alike with constant ringing noises.
Is there money in it?
To allow men to talk freely with naked women and then... Only imagine it.
Sounds like a killer app to me.
And worst of all...
What's that? That's good.
To charge outrageous sums of money plus tax while cutting off service to pathetic old people freezing to death in their homes.
Holy mammon!
Holmes! Do you hear me?
Sorry, Watson, old boy, but you've got the first wrong number in history, and George Bush is the second. What he doesn't know is, I could fill another book, that money is only the beginning. Wait until people have a phone in every shoe, a phone in every bowler hat, and one of Tommy Edison's cylinder recorder things to record the phone, and a nasty electric buzzer in your sock to let you know your phone is ringing, and your cat is having kittens in your other shoe. Oh!
Doodly 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 doodly.
So there you are, baby, with telephone in hand. People all over the world pretty quickly paired themselves off to talk to each other.
Sex money.
Easy money.
Okay, wasn't that interesting? But it's just what guys like to talk about.
26.
Okay, let's
women,
move this
girls.
story along at a more now tempo. Meanwhile, you love that, huh?
Yeah, meanwhile, I like that.
smarty pantser German psychiatrist Heinrich Megahertzel, alone on his own in Cologne, was taking a snifter of the all-pervading ether, and he, no surprise, my little dudes, he had what you might call a vision.
Well, it was a ganzen strange vision of this electric wave undulating relentlessly along limpid, invisible molecular highways of oscillating, shimmering electromagnetic force fields. That was
All
good reading.
right, we'll call it enduring all right force fields. But he also saw the little guys in the melty hats. Plus, he saw the last 3 episodes of Mork and Mindy.
Those were good.
They were good ones.
They were all right.
Soon, however, news of Megahertzel's radiophonic analysis spread far and wide. And on America's eastern coast, the image of surfing on undulating electromagnetic waves had a particular appeal for a bored yet sandy-haired young college student at Yale College named Tree DeForest.
Well, that surfing image would lead DeForest eventually to really clean up Ray when he invented a primitive form of the vacuum cleaner.
No, Hal, that was Hoover.
Wait a minute. He was president.
DeForest invented the vacuum tube.
No, Ray. Actually, the Supreme Court invented the vacuum tube.
7-2.
They gave it to Tree DeForest, who, although he had invented the schematic diagram of a vacuum tube, couldn't plug it into anything.
Yeah, but
the
once he got
walls.
his mitts on the plug of power, that dial of destiny, that fuse of doom, hey, the dude knew what to do with it.
Really?
What? Yes, what?
Easy, just light up that little red sign, the one up there over the door that says we are
On the air!
Hello, America. This is Jackson Lane, the honey sweet voice of station KYKY in Vassaline, New Jersey. We're on your modern studio, one full floor above Machiavelli's Hardware at the busy intersection of Darwin and Fish. We bring you the tender tenor tones of Lurch Murphy and the boys of County Belljar.
When Irish eyes are smiling, sure it means the pubs are open. And when Irish Stout is flowing, there's ever a cause for hope.
Decommission now!
At last, it was 1921, and America was on the air.
You're on the air!
There was only one problem with being on the air.
What?
Once you're on, you have to stay on and on and on and on, hours a
24/7.
day, week after week, day, month after month, year after year.
Snap out of it! Sorry, Hal,
All right.
you're okay.
And all of it was live!
Oh!
I mean live. All of it was live.
As this memorable broadcast from the Pissgarten Olympic Auditorium in Hochstaffel, Bavaria, a blistering day in August 1932. 23. The exciting scene of the first famous sports broadcast, the Schmeling-Herring Fistfest.
I'm in the back of this great big auditorium where these great big white man and great big black man are trading a tremendous series of great big punches. Oh, and Herring's down in the sauce. The white man is down and the German is up, and they're raining terrific blows on the black man. Now they're pummeling the gypsies and the Jews. Oh, band of brothers. And here comes the Spanish air farce. Oh, it looks like a rehearsal for the final solution. Oh, those Spanish flyboys are so sexy. Schmeling is circling, but now the referee, a feisty little fellow with a funny-looking mustache, he's stopping the fight. He's raising his right arm in a stiff salute for silence. Everyone in the hall is doing the duck. Doing the same. I think they're all asking to leave the room. So it appears from Pissgarten Hall that round one goes to the Jerrys.
Man, was that exciting. But eventually there were discouraging words from the Piss Vest. What about June 1937? What about it? Lake Hertz, New Jersey. The naval gas bag.
I can see the great airship now, the Hauptenburg. Its majestic bulk hovers over the mooring pylon. There's still a hint of rain in the air. Oh, the wind seems to be coming up a bit. And here comes the ground crew. They look just like ants. They are ants. They're running out to man the ropes. The huge gas bag is only 100 feet overhead. The ship is heeling over to the left. It's a big gust of wind. Is that an electrical spark? No. It's just a reflection off the pilot's Nazi sunglasses. The airship rights itself now, and the last of the mooring ropes is being secured. And here come the passengers. Quite a few of them goose-stepping along, get the circulation back in their legs after the long transatlantic flight. Here's Happy Chandler, Judge Crater, and Anita Earhart. And it's the Lindbergh baby! Well, it's the uneventful story from Lake Hertz this morning.
All right, the beginning of the news drought. That was historically and completely painless. But what about 1941? Listen, the White House.
You're on, Mr. President. Mr. President.
Yes. My fellow Merkins, before I read to you from the Sunday-colored funny papers, our weekly rendezvous with Disney, let me make one thing perfectly clear. All you have to fear is our monetary policy. The evil empire, domestic subversion, fellow travelers, the Nazis, the Ruskies, the Reds, fallout, sprawl, totalitarianism, territorialism, and,
War.
and war. And then, in the first picture, Donald Duck here in the cartoon is quacking and shaking his little fist at a little man with a brown shirt and a funny mustache and a little logo of a twisted cross.
That's right. You see, it was the magic of radio. All over America, people were plugged into their seats and their ears. They were wired into network broadcasting. And then radio could stick it in their ears, baby. Think about it. Soap, cereal, cigarettes. That's right. The commercial was born.
Radio's Third Eye is brought to you every week at this time by Looseners for the smile of success.
Oh, it ain't no use if you ain't got the boost you get from Looseners.
The all-weather breakfast.
That's right, Bob. We can all thank our lucky strikes for the hit parade of big shows like
Danger, America's only detective.
George Tirebiter's Hollywood Madhouse.
And 3 kinds of opera.
Horse opera.
This mask, Tantric, why do I always wear it? What am I hiding from?
Rangers on bum trip again. Bad
Lie
peyote.
down
And soap opera.
Oh, Midge, don't go mad. Don't be sad. Midge, that's me. Don't be sad. Don't be mad. Don't go over the edge, Midge. They need you, Midge. I need you. Do I? Am I? Oh, Midge. Hold on. This hell can't go on forever, even if it does.
Midge, is that you?
I think so, Dr. Don.
Well, your father survived the walletectomy. It looks like he's going to make it.
Yes, I'm so glad. If he'd have died, it would have killed him.
Let's see. There was horse opera, soap opera, and what was the other opera?
Operation Enduring Opera.
Oh, yes, the Metropolitan Opera.
I was born an American.
Great Pinocchio.
Yes. There's an opera blackout, Great Pinocchio. Haven't you heard? There's a war on.
That's right.
Radio went off to World War II and brought it all back home. But when radio got back, it was a casualty.
We couldn't hear the forest for the bees.
That's right. Bees. Bees were everywhere. Bees were everywhere in the 1950s. There were bee movies. Wanna Devil, for instance.
There were bee girls,
Wanna
Betty
Devil.
and Barbara and Babs.
And time out for Beaver.
Oh, yes.
You see, a swarm of bees had buzzed through the head of master electrician Philo Farnsworth, and those bees had led him to invent...
The Zeppelin tube.
America was bewitched by the tube, and nobody seemed bothered at being bewildered. The old Philco was shrunk down to the size of a pack of camels, and the camels were left to the kids, locked tight inside their rooms late at night under the covers blanketed in secrecy, listening to songs like...
Why do fools go to work?
All right, that was little Frankie Litmus and the Unemployables. Hello, Detroit, Cleveland, Philadelphia, Fresno, Denver, and all you sweet people at the fall ball that the squares call the Spring Fling and say it's here. I'm talking about Cleveland's own Lucky Here beer. I drink so if you're of legal age, drink here. And if you ain't, well, drink near here. Yo, now the next time you're going out to, this one's going to Johnny O, Lily O, and the Dropouts again, and I do mean you at the corner of 109th and Frogman in Detroit, Cleveland, Denver, Los Angeles, Philadelphia.
Right, and with that fine dedication ringing in their ears, your mom and dad listen to AM in the PM and then FM in the AM, and now in the 21st
It's
century.
time to tune to...
XM!
That's right, radio waves have swept America from Dash and Dot to Porgy and Mudhead.
Hey, let's stop at Pops and dig some jugs.
From Firesign Chance to Firesign Chance.
Shoes for industry,
Shoes for the dead. And from all sports.
Here they come, there they go!
All news.
That format is so boring, dude.
And all talk.
Can we go to the phones just one more time here, Ray?
To all XM.
Whoa. Explain yourself, chump.
It's as easy as betting on the winning line. XM Satellite Radio 24/7. Just like you, Hal, and you, Ray. 100 channels packed with everything you want to hear. And let's face it, everything you don't. The choice is up to you. Me, I like the comedy. It's got pace, drive, and champion performance. So suck in your hat, get in your car, and join the race around.
It's time to turn down the lights and turn off your radio. It's time for Dr. Fireside's Sci-Fi Chiller Theater with an R.E. That's the most horrible part.
Two, three more.
Cue the sound effects.
Dr. Wintergreen. Oh, for grid's sake, man, wake up.
What? Oh, good grief, my ether experiment got out of control again.
Must have.
Dr. Philgood.
Yes, sir.
What brings you up to the top floor?
Oh, wait.
You want to get high? Here.
No.
Have some ether.
No, pull yourself together, Wintergreen. I've got
feels good.
Bad news.
More, anthrax spores?
Much worse. Every elevator in the complex is frozen on the 19th floor.
Then it wasn't a dream.
But
What I was dreaming.
No.
That the magneto piles have gone quantum.
I never thought that possible.
Snort some ether and you will. Ah, little guys in the hats are back.
Thank Allah, you're awake.
Oh, hello, Allah. Looking good in your burqa, baby.
Oh, very nice eyes.
Oh,
yeah.
wake up, boys. It's just a decontamination suit by Da Vinci of Brooklyn, and I can take it off now.
Oh, that's nice everything. Oh, Clark, activate the computer, will you?
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
It's our windows on the world.
So to speak.
Hello, player. You can get by the snakes in the caves by giving a bag of gold to the cyber priest.
Wow, and I thought I had to rappel down a rope from a Huey and drop a
Oh,
grenade.
stop playing that obsolete game, Clark. Enjoy the 21st century.
But I love Dungeons and Drag Queens.
Yeah, it's more fun than King Pong, that's for sure.
Well, what about the magneto piles? Have the aliens reached them yet?
Holy burning bush, they've gone quantum.
And that means that in 5 minutes by the atomic clock on the wall, every electron in this building is going to scramble like an egg.
Ah, new character enter. And look, it's me. Doctors! Oh, and a girl.
I'm not a girl. I'm a doctor.
Oh, what is it? Security Officer Haboob? Speak up! Speak English!
That is English. Oh, I'm sorry, Inshallah.
I'm not Inshallah, I'm Wintergreen.
That Western whore must cover herself first.
Oh, cut it out.
I can't.
Then throw this wet towel over it.
Ah, much better. I need to have reports to you that the doctors Kendrick and Masha are screwing in the proton.
Oh, that's good for them because none of us are safe until that top is screwed down.
Yes.
But their tiny brains, they'll crackle like pork
They'll
rinds.
snap like prawns.
How can you be talking about food at a time like this?
We have to stay strong. Union forever.
Yeah.
Don't let the government replace us.
Oh, we're the last line of defense between the Western civilization and them.
Them!
Yeah,
Them! The smell of formic acid in the air.
Lines of them marching into the kitchen are
The threat of ant attacks!
anthrax.
Not them! The movie, Clark! I'm talking about the alien invasion on the 19th floor. Remember how elated you were when you discovered their nest under that stack of dirty bombs?
Oh, if I just stepped on them when they were no bigger than clown shoes!
Oh, don't blame yourself, Doctor.
He's right. That's when they're at their cutest.
Yeah.
Think of them now. Voracious, malicious, perverse, inevitably lustful, humorously sadistic, clever, chillingly intelligent, unpronounceable creatures!
That's the
so
longest
good-looking.
group of adjectives I've ever
Ever
heard, Doctor.
seen?
That's
Oh,
very
it's
high
string theory!
Buddhist writers.
Oh,
my
yeah. Those little women, so lithe, so full-bodied, so sensual
Oh, their
and
heads so
seductive.
cute.
The men, so sensitive, so compassionate, so smooth, so evolved, so big, so...
So what, Laura?
Yes. So what?
We must stop thinking about
I'm
them.
not thinking about them. I'm talking about them. Oh, goodbye, everyone.
You're leaving?
I'm not leaving. I'm going.
You can't deceive me, Laura.
Oh, yes, I can.
You've taken one as a lover, haven't you?
Oh, Clark, you silly bunny. Not just one. Adieu.
Oh, and a Frenchman, too. Where's that ether? Oh, the guys in the melty
The
hats.
Koran light says we can do. Oh, those are melty hats. I like that.
Yeah, we can do this. That's what Reverend Falwell says is happy to sing. You just go right ahead and...
You can turn your radios on again.
That was terrifying.
It was chilling.
It was chilling.
It was totally
Could you turn the air
confusing.
conditioning up, down, please? What is,
Operation Chilling
what
Comedy.
is this music?
This is our button. Let's just listen. Well, it's a good opportunity to say that most of the music for this show is written by our good friend Ken Stang.
And we own it!
That's the funniest thing of all. Yeah.
Luckily, Ken doesn't have an XM radio yet.
No.
Like much
that's
of the
right.
country.
Hey, guess what? I don't have one yet either, but you know what I'm going to do tonight?
What?
I'm going down to my Best Boys when they aren't open. That's when the deals are best, you know.
deals,
Just going to go in there and get myself a little XM radio, a little 5-finger deal.
5-finger discount.
Are they selling them yet? Here?
Oh, yeah, they're selling
SoCal. I hear the ads are wonderful on television.
Yes, they're very funny.
Doesn't it have B.B. King?
They drop B.B. King into a barn. It's
Into
very
a
funny.
barn? Yeah.
Wait a minute, what's funny about that, man? They dropped
Well,
Bebop
but
King into a bar?
No, it's not. They don't really. It's a
Oh, you mean
special
it's a
effect.
TV commercial?
It's not
Yeah.
like real.
Oh, I
See,
see.
I mean, we're all confused now. Because
Listen, man, I have been riding around the American Southwest in a luminous green egg at night with my headlights off for so long that I have become perpetually confused.
From across the wine dark seas of space, out of the 20th first century, and into the 6th dimension, it's the future adventures of Commander Mark Time, Star Detective of the Circumsolar Federation.
Spike the speed, Doc. Take over the tiller, Bob. Here we go through Time Warp 2.
Let's join Mark and his cosmic companions, Cadet Ensign Bob Bunny and Dr. Technical from the Time Lab, plus their all-new all-digital sidekick, Roscoe the Robot, navigating the known universe aboard the Federation flagship battle wagon, Pegasus 2.
Great Ganesh and Galaxies, Mark. There it comes over the horizon. Look at that. Clear as the lost lakes of lithium. By gosh, that's Planet X for sure.
And darn good interstellar nav skills, Bob.
Good acting.
Oh, gosh, thanks, Commander Time. I was high points in Moon Camp.
The place. It looks just the way you described it, Mark. Especially in the last episode, which I was so fond of. It was years ago, but it's nothing but yeller sand dunes and blasted hogback.
Yes, it's a dismal but dangerous planet, Doc. Well, I guess I'd better take over the special FX drive now, Bob.
Aye, aye, Commander. I'll go heat up some alfalfa pellets for everybody.
Not for me, you overgrown Martian sandhopper.
I'll pass on pellets too, Bob.
Well, not as much as I will.
already
Hippity-hop.
Making a mega-precise landing in a wasteland like this alien planet's wacko desert takes deadhead navigation and a deep sense of interstellar purpose. Will you wake up Roscoe, Doctor?
I think he's already awake. He just made a remark.
Sounded
I think,
like
Doc,
he
here.
did, yeah.
Let me bring him up here on the keyboard.
Yes, there you go.
Roscoe? Hell's bells, Mark! There's hardly enough neuromems left in this dang holo so as I can load in the helix transverters.
How do you like that
Hey,
copy?
It's excellent.
That's
All
good
right.
science writing.
That's
by the
Buddhist
way.
writers
Yeah,
that
it's
write
real.
this kind of
Yeah,
stuff, you
right.
know?
But with
A
a
Jew would
PhD.
just actually mess this up, frankly.
careful,
It would get
careful
too
now.
Freudian.
Yeah.
Bob? Bob, you there?
I forgot to zap out the zero dim sum game I got into during the long, boring part of the wine dark seas of space.
Oh, here comes the
Oh, there
memory.
it goes.
Whoa.
Oh, nothing but negative particles now. Sorry, Doc.
Sometimes I wish they'd forgotten to download your stem cells.
Beep.
Oh, you should wish everybody had rabbit genes like mine.
Rabbits. Oh, look there. Roscoe's fading in like a grease storm over Uranus now. Oh, not Uranus. I think it's my anus. Whoa, looky ya. He's showing off that wild wind in the hair pixelation I worked so hard to get running smooth.
Hello, Doc.
Hello.
Howdy, little Bobby.
Don't talk.
Hi.
Roscoe is on.
Oh, boy.
Here's a pop-up joke
Oh,
from
no.
You Have Chosen a Light Bulb Bank. How many C++ programmers does it take to change one?
Oh, that's not now talk, is it, Doc?
Something
What is
wrong.
what is a light bulb?
I don't know. Before my time must be something deep down in that fella's engram.
How many, Roscoe?
Answer, none.
That's not funny.
I don't get it.
A properly designed light bulb object would inherit a change method from a generic light bulb class. You would simply send a bulb change message.
Oh, wow. Golly green gargoyles, Roscoe. That's the kind of typical humor I'd expect from a high-res animation.
Thanking you.
All right, stand by to be seated, men.
Oh, and Bunny, sir, don't be a specious.
Certainly, buddies, Bob, certainly. Now we'll cut the hyperdrive and we'll drift behind yonder dunes like a magic carpet into a rare old bottle of high spirits.
Yeah.
At long last, I return to Planet X.
Don't this beat the bats off a boomer? I've been in lots of alien deserts and a lot of lost worlds right after those acting lessons I took. But this Planet X
No, it didn't help at
sure
all.
marks the spot, Mark.
Get your money back.
Yes, well, here we are. No matter whether you can act or not, Doc, you're still on the journey with us. and this dismal wacko desert covers all but a fraction of this nasty little planetoid. Beyond the nameless dry lakes and tangled thorny creeper out there lay the far dung hills.
Gosh.
And so it goes, with hardly a hostile humanoid in sight. They conceal themselves in the caves at the South Pole.
The oasis of El Petro.
Next to the Geomancer's Garden of Fear.
In the language of Planet X, those names can only be spoken if you cover your head with both hands. Would you like a pop-up prediction?
Well,
you can choose karmic,
no,
predestined, Transylvanian,
Not
Mama Ben Laden.
Not right now, Roscoe.
Thanking you again, Beep.
Pull on your sandstorm boots and pack your camo mics, air breathers. We're off to the South Pole of X.
Me too.
And with our luck, the Prince of Old Noir will be waiting for us under a coal black prairie palm.
I'm afraid so, Doctor. And as you know, at the first misstep, we'll stand the risk of starting the last big war of the 21st century. Well, never mind.
No, I don't think
Let's fly!
Okay.
Set your sats to this same channel, same time warp, next data grab for the next thrill-filled chapter, Sand Spin City of Mark Time! Star defective of the Circumsolar Federation! Beep, 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 beep. Oh.
boy.
Let me.
You know it's comedy because
hell
of that
was
bumper.
that?
Yeah, bumper. Otherwise, you'd think it was science fiction. Was that written by you, David, or did you collaborate with L. Ron Hubbard on that? Because that was some pretty.
was out of a
fancy-
can,
That
wasn't it?
was really out of a
was
cave,
out of an
man.
orange
Wow.
can.
I'd like to go
Wait till
back
you hear
and read.
episode 2.
I'd like to read that.
Do we have
backwards.
to?
Coming up.
Oh, that's next month though, or next week. Of course, you see.
Yeah, we're
I don't know.
timeless.
Where
It's up
are
here.
we, man? I mean,
Yeah, we're in a
on
synchronistic
XM,
orbit or something,
and they're
aren't
going
we?
to cut this up into little bites.
There's no
you know.
time
They
left.
could.
And they're
They
probably
could
going to
cut it up.
smear it over with a little Weird Al and call it
Put some
comedy.
peanut butter on it,
Who
drop
knows
it on
what's
people
gonna
at
happen.
any hour of the day.
But this is really wonderful. I mean, this is great writing. You guys went to college, didn't you?
Yeah.
'Cause There's
Oh, yeah.
words in here. You're really playing with words, and I'm
You're
impressed.
playing with words right now. Are you
No.
writing this as you're
No,
going
no,
along?
no,
Don't
this-
give me
no,
that. You're
no.
writing this.
No, I'm
You've got
not.
this written down, haven't you?
Yes, I do. All right, my
You wrote it
brother wrote
earlier.
it for me.
Okay, there
because
you
I
go.
don't have a sense of humor, but I can sew.
Well, you don't have a brother.
I can, and I can do double entry accounting, so I'm not useless
And
in
you're a
this
very
new world.
attractive man, even in that short skirt.
And even
Well, you
though
know,
I'm
well,
old,
he makes all his own
I'm
clothes.
going to
Yeah.
war. I'm going to war. I'm going to give some meaning to my life
Well,
for
they won't
months.
notice your braces when you're at
No,
war.
they won't. The ones on my teeth are the ones I wear to stand up
Both
straight
of
like
them,
a
Mr.
soldier.
President.
Brave man.
Yeah, you see this egg salad on my shirt? That's
Yeah.
because I
Lunch.
dribble.
Yeah.
Or is it because of all the wars I fought? Hard to
Look,
answer.
what about the scrambled eggs on your head?
I want to redefine my life. I'm lost. I'm aimless. I want to get out there into a cave and make something happen.
Well, you know,
No, I don't.
syrup won't stop them.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, that's right, General.
I just thought dropping breakfast on all the Wahhabis in Afghanistan would make
they
the
don't,
difference.
They don't know what a waffle is.
No, they
That's
don't.
the problem.
All the wafflings in the Pentagon amongst the policymakers.
right.
It seemed a
waffles
good idea
won't
at the
stop
time.
Yes, it
Waffles.
did. It did.
Waffles
Waffles.
were good. They
I
seemed
did.
good.
Dried eggs. That
Dried
seemed
eggs.
like a good idea at the
And I
time.
think the
Pickles.
And the tidy wipes and
What-
the pictures of the happy guy in the turtleneck on the front of those little yellow packages. Hear what they did with the yellow
What do
packages?
Afghanis know
Well,
about
heck,
kosher
what-
pickles?
did
I'm
you ever
telling
know?
you, it's a whole new world.
What did they do with the turtles, man?
What turtles
What
you talking
turtles?
about?
The turtle, the
mean the
guy has the
musical
neck
group,
of a
chocolate
turtle.
turtles?
What about the rest
Oh,
of the
that's
turtle,
right. To
man?
them, it is the neck of a turtle
That's
shirt.
right.
Only infidels would wear a turtle around their neck.
What about the poor turtle, man? He's running around without a neck.
What about the turtles? They aren't selling the songs they used
Well,
to sing in the songs.
true, they
Oh,
aren't,
no.
are they?
I used to neck to the turtles.
You know,
Yeah,
the turtles now teach college classes. Did you know that?
Hey, do you know who's living with your mama bin Laden? Cat Stevens. It's true. It's true. I saw him. He was the other guy in the turban. There was, what's his name? Musharraf bin Habi and Mohammed bin
Oh,
Mohammed.
yeah, they sit around in the cave. They say, Cat, sing us another one of those
Oh,
clever
that's
folk
right.
songs you
Oh,
wrote.
tea for the tiller, man. Please, please,
more
Cat.
tea.
Did you ever know Harry Chapin?
Oh, man. Oh. And you know, they have expressions, the Taliban have expressions like that was fatwa, man. Yeah, it's really fatwa, man, you know.
Roll me a fatwa.
Roll
Wait a
me a
minute.
fatwa.
Let's make the traditional American statement here about what we love the people of Islam.
We do.
We've got to say that.
Yeah.
We only don't look. We don't like
We don't like the people of
hate evil
Islam
people.
into buildings.
That's right.
And we like the people of Islam.
That's right.
Because that means peace.
This war is not a war against Islam or against the Muslim people.
This comedy is not
about
against.
No, it's not directed
This is
against.
against.
This is not religious comedy.
No.
Let's make that very clear. This
And
is
the
not
Firesign,
religious
the Firesign
comedy.
Theater is not a cult.
No.
Well, we were at one point a bad head cult. But I
All
think
right.
people have been cured.
Here is the bad.
I don't know. I think we are a cult. I'm sorry.
Well, we're a nice
There are
cult.
these guys taking movies of us. I'm worried. I'm worried.
Here's some
Don't do anything we say.
Here's some comedy vitamins in this irony deficient times.
Ooh.
Okay,
Canadians.
of the 19 hijackers on those planes,
I know what you're
only
gonna say.
5 or 6 knew
Knew
that
they
they
were
were
gonna
flying
die.
into buildings.
That's right.
The rest had all dressed their little bags for going to prison. Only the
Wait a
pilots
minute.
left bye-bye notes. Can you imagine this guy? Hey, wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute.
Hey,
wait a
hey,
minute.
pull up.
Pull up. And the guy they caught in Minnesota, because he went to this flying school, goes, I want to learn to just fly. Just fly it, not take it off, not land it. Just want to fly it.
Oh, sure. Sign here.
Sign right here. Go
All
to
right,
jail.
give me your U.S. Plus card.
Okay, and this guy, where did he learn to become a Taliban Al-Qaeda extremist?
Taliban.
Excuse me. We have some Buddhist writers. Do you have an answer to that?
Yes, the answer is he didn't learn it. He didn't learn it in Arabia. He didn't learn it from some camel jockey in the Gulf.
Yeah.
He learned it in a mosque in Montreal.
Yeah.
He goes into Montreal, and there's a Bin Laden tape.
Well, then let's drop French toast on them.
That's it.
On Canada, but they're our neighbors.
No, not on
We
Canada.
can't go to war with Canada. No one would understand that. How could you
It's already
explain
been
it?
done in the
You're right.
cartoon.
Yeah, you're right.
Blame
Pour-
Canada.
We could pour maple syrup on the Taliban, man.
That's
That
Canadian.
would stick them in their caves. That's
Yeah.
real. Oh, the Australians and the English are joining us in the ground war.
Yeah,
Just
well,
like
that's-
Gallipoli.
The Australians are used to being down under, so I suppose that, I could just dig it from the bottom,
You know, these are amazing times. Who would have told us? I mean, we've been working on this show. We've been working with XM for almost a year now, right? As comedy consultants and getting this thing together. If it had told us that we'd have come on the air with our initial show during a land war in Afghanistan and a bioterrorist, anthrax. Stop.
Excuse me.
Okay, let me just stop
Okay.
the
Stop it.
terror.
Stop the
Let's
terror.
just have a moment of non-terror.
Let's go to the good old days.
comedy.
Let's go back to the good old
Let's
days.
talk about the good old days.
Yeah. Let's go
When
back.
was that? September 10th.
September 10th. It was one of the, what a
Yeah,
happy
it was
day.
a happy day.
God, wasn't that fun?
CNN there's nothing on CNN. There was nothing running under the screen.
There was
still
a news drought.
Still
It's a
interested
news
in
drop.
Gary Condom?
Gary Condit, by the way, a Taliban extremist.
Yeah.
I mean, two people. Who benefits? People who make flags in China and Gary Condit. That's who's really on top for this one.
is a good
Wait a minute,
conspiracy theory.
we've drifted back into the
Yeah,
way
we
of
did.
terror again.
Oh, yeah.
I
What
was
is
hoping for
reality?
some light comedy. Now, light comedy. Let's think about that. We could. What's a good light comedy subject? Oh, I know. Wait a minute. This guy was
Sex?
supposed to show up, and here he is. Look at this.
Helium.
It's Barney the Bozo.
Oh, there he is.
And he's a lovable guy. And why is he so lovable?
Why?
Because he doesn't have a care in the world.
That's right. Well, he
Doesn't
does
have
have
a
a character.
character
Oh, he
in
has
the
a
world.
character in the world. He's got a character. Come on, I've got character.
Yeah.
And my character is that I just kind of believe anything anybody tells me. Which is that's right, because I'm a bozo, which is the brotherhood
of Zips
and
and
others.
others.
What's a zip?
What's a zip?
What's
It's
a
a
zip?
guy with a little thin mustache who drinks
Sells
too
you
much
things
coffee
and
and
sells
sells
you
you
things,
things
right.
over the television.
Got nice shoes, too.
Real nice shoes.
okay.
I'll tell you what's nice
Shiny
about
classy
September
shoes. Get a
10th.
patent on
You
those
could
leather
make
shoes.
fun
Shiny
of the president.
Oh, don't
Yeah.
do that now.
Can't do
Because
that
he
now.
seems like a very nice guy.
He's Richard the Lionhearted
He
now.
seems like a nice
He's
guy.
Graying
back.
very well.
He's
don't you
back
think?
talking to the kids in schools again.
Yes,
Have you noticed
the
that?
only ones who can
He's back
understand
in the
him.
schools.
Yes.
Well,
Oh,
they
he
don't get
speaks
any-
their language.
He does.
They don't get any mail there. That's
No,
what
they
it
don't.
is.
Yeah, that's a
In
good
those-
place to be out of the
remember,
office. I won't take my mail
You
today.
could
No,
open
I'm not
up your
going.
mail without a fear. You could make fun of the president.
Yeah.
Remember that? And you could plan for the future, and you could go to the airport without a care.
Yeah, that's right.
Without a care, which is like go to the airport.
You know, boys,
Now you have to go to the airport
I
without
used
a
to be
car.
a president.
Yes.
I'm dead now, of course. But you can get me through the satellite radio. I don't know.
No problem. We could raise him to the radio.
Don't you think that my administration there in the 70s really looks a lot better to you now, you
Oh.
lefties? Don't you lefties kind of feel better about me now? I don't think I was very evil. I don't think I was much of a
not
crook.
relatively speaking.
Not like Osama bin Laden. You
No.
no, you didn't fly.
You
no
were
planes
mostly
into
dangerous
the-
to yourself,
Right.
Mr. President.
Right.
The Chinese people liked me.
They still do. They still think you're alive, Mr. President.
Oh,
By the-
I just still
Yeah,
am
because
alive.
things don't get the news doesn't move as quickly.
That's right. The alternate world
It's
I'm
a
in.
big country.
Still
I don't think
alive.
it's, it's gotten from one side of the country to the other that you're gone.
And now we present the Firesign Theater Amateur Minute, where real people with surreal talents are offered the chance to embarrass themselves on Satellite Night Live.
And here's our first.
And we do mean first.
Contestant mystery amateur stand and deliver.
Hello, everybody. I'm Twinkles Nink. Thank you.
Hey, wait a minute. I saw your name on the back of the new Bride of Firesign CD.
Oh, really? That's just a contrived coincidence.
Well, I'm disappointed. I thought you'd be a girl.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm a man, as you can see. However, I think you can say that I'm a very attractive man.
Well, maybe if you lose the beard.
Hey, my first wife had a mustache.
Twinkles, where are you from, and what are you going to do for us?
Well, I'm from the Planet K-Pax, the sequel, and I'm going to perform some gymnastics
Oh, come
for
on.
you.
This is radio. It's not going to entertain
Well,
our vast listening audience of 16.
It'll be fine. I'm going to perform some mental gymnastics, okay? Now, go on.
okay.
Ask me a question, any question. Wake up the guy in the front there. The longer, the harder, the better.
Oh, that's
God,
me.
That sounds like my first wife
Oh,
again.
yeah,
the longer,
right.
the harder, the
Oh,
better. You get it?
okay, I
Boy,
got
go,
one.
go.
All right, the idiot there in the third row wearing the mask of tragedy has a question.
All right?
Mr. Nick, call me the Scream.
What? No, just call me Wrinkles.
Oh, okay. No, I thought that was my name, the
No.
Scream. See?
No, you
Okay.
you look...
Oh, no way, Winky.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's my question.
okay.
What is a horse leech?
An equine fixated vampire bat. Next.
Okay, smart guy. Describe string theory.
String theory. Relatively silly. Got any more?
How much is 2 plus 2?
2 plus 2, 10.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I don't
2
think
plus
so.
2 is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, and that adds up to 10, which reduces to 1, which is the number of beginnings, which you four fools represent right now on this, your premier show.
Well, can't
Well,
argue
that's
with bad
something.
logic
Yeah,
like
you
that.
make that
Yes, you
sense.
can. You
Oh,
can.
all right, I've got to wait a minute. I've got to stump off of this snarky Parker. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, the giant rat of Sumatra over there under the seat in the first row.
You wanker.
C'est moi.
Moi.
Merci.
Is that humor?
What would you do if your car, your motor vehicle, had a flat?
That's easy. I'd move in with it. I'm tired of living in my car.
I see.
Next.
Now,
An English
that's why I
humor there.
played an English accent. I got it now. All right.
Hey,
Yeah.
Yes.
What's a graven image?
A snapshot of a cemetery. Next.
I've had enough of these superficial, cynical
Hey.
answers. Here's a serious question for
All right.
you. Have we started the Third World War?
No, not at all.
Oh, good.
It's just another war against the third world. Except now they're fighting back.
That's not fair.
So you think it's justified?
Of course, we believe in the separation of church and state.
Yes.
We're just separating their church from their state
Ah.
with ordinance.
Hey, I got a good one here.
Yeah?
How do you make a terrorist laugh?
Oh, how do you make a terrorist laugh? Bomb on stage.
Oh, well, thank you, Tinkles. I think you just did.
And I'm welcome.
Tune in again next month when the Firesign Theater Amateur Hour will not be a regular feature of Fools in Space.
Yes, the microphones are open once again in Billville.
And the birds have been released. The canaries, the anthrax-sniffing canaries have been released, and they're alive, they're singing, they're happy.
Here we are
safe.
at
And
station
they're on tape.
Station K-Limp, the station that doesn't play anything except music to make you limp. And this morning we've got another editorial from our dear friend from down at the
The energy just sapping out of me right now.
down at the church. Let's welcome the.
If we can.
He used to be an archbishop, but now we just like to think of him as Reverend Elijah Barnstormer.
The
Reverend.
arch has crumbled, you know.
Hello, dear Freya.
Hello.
Reverend.
I am Reverend Bill Barnstormer of the First Reformed Church of Science. Fiction. Here with you in his great outdoors. So realistically reproduced here indoors. Right here in the Great American Mall. On the Freedom Crossroads of Interstate US 17 and County A 76. Now, please, do your duty as a great American. Patronize and buy some handy and useful items, mostly made in the great state of China, except for our trucks.
Yes, Reverend.
This week's Freedom, Unity, and Pride special at the Great America is the new Go Postal Protection Package.
What happened to your organ, Reverend? I got it.
A beautiful, This Go Postal protection package is a beautiful and attractive pink plastic container
Oh, it's pretty.
with pneumatic lid to hold and preserve your suspicious mail and even your small packages. Now, this kit also comes with biologically certified gloves as used by safety-conscious proctologists, polystyrene hoof and mouth protector, surplus Israeli gas mask, and all the phone numbers you'll ever need to instantly reach the Homeland SWAT team in your area. Now, don't let those unwanted bills and letters make your home unsafe. Go Postal right here.
We'll go
Dear
Postal,
friends,
Reverend.
At Great America. Now, here's my message, dear friends of Bill. Don't stop and think about it. Don't worry about it. Fly yourself a flag and join with me in the great American outdoors, indoors, secure and ethically cleansed by government experts, and say thank you for that. Thank you.
Thank you for that.
And please,
Hallelujah.
please don't send me
Go
any
Postal.
more letters.
No, don't open no letters.
Well, there he is.
There it is. There it is.
There's the first
Barnstormer, love
hour.
him.
End the show with a prayer.
Now,
as
boys, it's the end of the show. Firesign Theater. That's Phil Austin, Peter Bergman, Phil Proctor, and David Osman.
Thank
Still
you.
is.
Thank you.
35
But let's thank a few
years.
people here. Let's remember that
right.
this show comes to you from Warren Dewey's Sound Design, and there's Warren right out there.
Thank you, Warren.
He's
All
sitting
right.
next to the fabulous Bob Wayne.
All right, Bob.
Remember, lots of this music was composed by Ken Stange, and let's not forget our webmaster Brian Westley, who's here photographing us. And remember to go to firesigntheater.com for more silly stupidity like this. Taylor Jessen is our archivist.
Sure is.
And we want to thank all of you for listening and hope you'll be with us next
Thanks
month.
to Brian Westley for taking pictures.
And I'd like to. Can I get off the satellite now?
Oh, yes. Time to get back to the condo.
It was a very nice view here. So we'll say so long from rock and roll.
Bye-bye.
All right, this is Radio.Now, a flexible extension of US Plus, tuning to billions of electrons, just like little fools in space, right in front of your ear.
Goodbye.